Hey guys, welcome back to Self's Unboxing. This week we are going to do something different. Instead of opening another games collector's box, we are going to open a more like collectible. This one is actually a Proplica from Bandai and also Tamashii Nations, and this is Tanjiro Kamado's Nichirin sword, or if you're speaking in English, it will be Kamado Tanjiro. So Proplica is actually a new line from Tamashii's Nation, and it literally means like a prop and it's a replica, so they combine it into a Proplica. And this one, you can see it's a huge box, and Bandai has done a pretty awesome job for making many of the Demon Slayer's swords for most of the characters right now. And they have more coming, but for some reason, very few of them make it to North America. I don't know if it's because of it looks like a weapon, or maybe because of logistic or any other reasons. We never know. And I pre-ordered this one for a very long time from GameStop in here. And for as far as I can remember, I pre-ordered in November last year. I waited, they kept on delaying, and I waited, delaying, until the point they said, oh, they're going to release in March. And then I was like, oh, finally it's coming. And then when I checked on the website, they said it's delayed again. Luckily, I happened to get one from the GameStop store, physical store in here, and they called me and they said, oh, you can pick it up. So I was like, perfect. So I finally got mine. So let's just take a look at the box in here. So they use a pretty sleek black box in here, and you can see for this one, this sword can be equipped with the sound, music, voice, and it's almost a 1-to-1 scale. So it's a little bit smaller than the real thing, but this is as close as we can get. So I'm actually a happy camper already. So let's just take a look around the box. So we see Tanjiro's character in here. So the back is just some of the details like the dimension and the shape, and it's colored. And because Tanjiro's sword is actually a little bit towards the black side, right? It's darker, much darker. And also it also says about what kind of music and sound it will play. Basically, it's from the anime. So if you have watched Demon Slayer, then you'll be familiar of how this sword will sound afterwards then. So let's go ahead and open this one then. It is very long, so I am struggling a little bit. Okay, there you go. So this one aside. Try to open nicely. So this is the layout of the sword, and then they have pretty good protective cover. So when it's shipping from Japan or from other places to Americas, then it won't be wobbling too much then. But unfortunately, we have more tapes to just cut it. So we just go ahead. So of course it will come with an instruction manual. And then we have the stand in here. Let me just try to take a wild guess on how to assemble the stand. Okay. So we have the sword. And we'll say goodbye to the box for now. So as you can see, the color is actually pretty accurate to how Tanjiro's sword should resemble in the anime. And well, of course, if you only read the comics, then it's different, right? So unless you take a look into the colored cover, and then you know how it looks like. So the handle they have is plastic, but they try to make it like it's wrapped in cloth. And then with the blade, of course, it's not sharp because it's not a weapon, so it's a little bit on the blunt side. So it's lightweight, it's not too bad. And compared to my model, Tanjiro is much bigger. So we just try to place it here. So you can see the stand, there are two different widths. So the wider one, this one is for the handle, and this one is for the blade. So we just place it in here. It looks very nice. Or some people prefer to place it the other way around, like a real Japanese sword. So it's like this then. So unfortunately, this is the first of the Demon Slayer sword from Proplica's series. So they don't come with a sheath for the sword. And actually for the other characters' swords, they do have a sheath you can display together. But this is as far as we can go for Tanjiro's one. Okay, so let's just put it in the battery and see how it goes then. I need to figure out how to open the battery compartment as well. Oh, it won't fit. Okay, it's time for instruction. Oh, let's just place it back to make sure it's safe. So this one, they actually talk about the voices that have been recorded inside the sword. So if you know Japanese, then you know what Tanjiro is saying with his super moves too. And this one is the instruction for that. It's a little bit more complicated than I thought. Okay. So we have to pry open from here. There you go. Hopefully I'm not going to break it. There you go. And then this one, they have a screw for the battery compartment. So unfortunately, I have to grab my screwdriver so that we can continue. So I'll be right back. So this is the thing about unboxing, because when you're doing unboxing the first time with your audience, there are something that you may actually know until the moment you have unboxed it. Okay, so we got the right Phillips screwdriver. And it requires actually 2 AAA batteries. So make sure you have those on hand and install in the right polarities. So we have to close it. This is more like for the childproof, so it cannot be taken apart so easily. Okay, and then there's also a button in here that you can flick. So they have a mode 1 and mode 2, okay? So we'll try different modes then. So we just press on it. So there are 2 buttons actually, one at the top and one at the bottom. Okay, so you can hear Tanjiro saying, and we'll try the bottom button as well. So this is more like for the sound effect. So all the slashing, taking out the sword, and then we'll try the other mode. And then we'll try this one. So you can always like keep playing around with the different buttons to get all the sound effects and also all the dialogues that Tanjiro has said. But if you're asking me, the speaker is definitely not the best that we can see in the market. Like it's kind of like hollow. Like they can have used a better speaker for this one. And I've owned the Force FX Elite lightsaber for Darth Vader, and the sound is way better because of they use a different type of speaker, and also they have the light effect too. So this one is more like this one is very lightweight compared to the Force FX Elite one. That one is very heavy. It's more like a real lightsaber, especially with the blade of the lightsaber with the light and sound effect too. Okay. So this is everything for the Proplica Tanjiro sword that I'm going to share with you today. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you prefer, you can actually like and subscribe to my channel and see what I'll unbox next time. See you around.